Bodybuilding is good. Bodybuilding is great. The amount of Olympia titles that anybody can win is 8. This is your third fan-requested Friday matchup of the week. William Bonac, Roelly Winklaar, now best shapes ever. I should have just threw this one right out the window. No more requesting best shapes ever. Gets debatable, first of all. Makes my work a little bit harder, but I don't mind that. But it gets debatable, and I went with the 2019 Arnold Classic for Bonac and the 2018 Prague Pro Championships for Roelly Winklaar. And right out of the chute, people are going to criticize that. Of course, Roelly did win this event, and Bonac did not win that event. But in my opinion, Bonac probably should have, and that gets debatable too. So from now on, guys, if you request best versions, I'm just going to throw it out the window. Or if the door's open, I'm going to throw it out the door. Anyway, guys, sizing these two can get a little bit debatable. Now, I went with their structures from the Arnold Classic, of course. And like I said, gets debatable. Go to the front double by. You can see that clearly Bonac's a lot shorter in a pose like this. But that's how it is, guys. He bends at the knees. Things of that nature, he must lean back a little bit. But it translates to Winklaar being a lot taller. But in certain poses, they do stand the same. And in certain ones, actually, Bonac may stand a little bit taller. But having said that, guys, like I said, I went with the template. There's structures from them actually standing next to each other. So I guess you can't really argue with that. I would say Bonac stands up very well against Roelly Winklaar. Now, Roelly is winning this pose because of the upper body. Arms are just so huge. Bonac's got some big biceps, but it's the flow, the proportions, the massive tricep sweeps of Roelly Winklaar. He is, well, he's a beast. He's a beast. When you look at the wheels, though, that's going to be something that Winklaar is going to have to contend with as we go through the poses, front lat spread, and see the wheels are present themselves a little bit more here. This is a terrible shot of Winklaar. This is, first of all, this is not his best pose, but this is caught at a slightly bad angle, so you're not actually going to see the full silhouette. And food for thought, guys. There was some major photoshopped pictures. Look at this one. Looks like Photoshop Freelancer was at work at this one. I mean, look at Winklaar's lats, guys. Looks like Dorian Yates. And I don't think that's fair. He even has an extra shine on him, and maybe even throw in some more muscle separation. I mean, gone through some filters. But then some people could argue William Bonac's pictures, are a little bit photoshopped as well. Anyway, with all due respect to both versions, William Bonac has this pose. Go to the side chest development, and I was never a huge fan of Bonac's side chest development, but he does stand up very well against just about anybody. And I mean anybody. And like I said, it's not as good lighting or things of that nature, and the maybe even slightly photoshopped the picture of Bonac. But I mean, use your discretion. I mean, Winklaar's got some awesome legs from the side, almost unbeatable. But it's his display. He needs to open up a little bit more. And judging from these shots, maybe the front double by was good, but judging from the rest of the shots, this may not be Winklaar's best version. I'll let you know why I did select that version. Side tricep. Now this one is a Winklaar pose. Much like the front double by, his muscular structure, not his bone structure, but just the muscle makeup that he has, gets him an edge. And he had that tiny little wee waistline, which he does present here. I mean, the guy, and that's one clue, one reason why I do think that Prague Pro is maybe even better than some of his larger versions. It's just his waistline was so small. An awesome package he brought. So close, guys. Go to the back shots. Giving some to Winklaar, giving some to Bonac, and this is gonna make or break. And this is why I selected the Prague Pro. These are as dry and as striated as you are ever going to see Roelly Winklaar's glutes. I mean, even compare it with the 2018 Olympia, just not as dry, not as crisp in that area. But still, is it going to be enough to beat William Bonac? And you can see I made Bonac quite a bit shorter in the rear lat spread, but that's how it is. And here is an actual side-by-side picture of them, so you can see. And Winklaar not as striated in the glutes here at the Arnold Classic 2019. But anyway, with all due respect to that version, all versions might go with Bonac, William Bonac in the rear lat. Go to the rear double by. And this is an even more of a dominance. Even with this dry, striated version of the beast, Roelly Winklaar. I mean, Bonac, he has some major glutes. Some of the best, most solid lower half, period. Never mind glutes. Hamstrings, quads, unbelievable. Calves. Maybe you could give a bye to Roelly Winklaar in the rear lat because he was arguably winning in the back development. But here in the rear double by, just no way. Did I say rear double by twice? In the rear lat. Rear lat, he could have been winning, but here in the rear double, no way. Bonac all the way. Turn back around, and now you could see Roelly Winklaar slipping out a victory in this one. You could, depending on how bad he was losing in the back shots. And his conditioning was close, so I'm not going to give him a loss due to lack of conditioning. That's for sure. And in this pose, he's getting a total point. It's again, structure, all the way. The tiny little wee waistline. Poor Bonac struggles in this pose. And this actually is a good version of him for this pose. Not bad at all. But still a loss. Finish this round robin tournament up. Hey. They're both number 12. I think that's hilarious. They're both number 12. But anyway, it's not number 4. And Bonac looks good, guys. He's holding his own. He's more than holding his own in a lot of shots. In particular, Roelly Winklaar shots like this one, which I would give to Winklaar. But still, even in this shot, he's losing in the legs. I would have given him the front double by, but even in that shot, too, he was losing in the legs. This is a debatable one, but this is your winner. In my opinion, that is. Could have went either way. Now, I decided to go with William Bonac because he was winning in the wheels. Even the shots that he was losing, he was winning in the quads, hamstrings, glutes. Now, yes, he was losing in the midsection, a lot of the shots. But he had the calves as well. And I guess if you're going to do a mathematical equation, yes, he was sort of winning. And let's be realistic, guys. Have a look at his back. I don't think, if you were live to see, I don't think that Winklaar would be able to stand next to Bonac as far as the conditioning is concerned, if you did use, those two versions. And I hear people talk about William Bonac. Pictures don't do him justice. If you see him in real life, it's just unbelievable. Think about it, guys. This guy is a very difficult bodybuilder to defeat. He would be very difficult to defeat. In particular, this version here. And in my opinion, he should have won this event. But that's a debate for another day. Hit thumbs up on the video, guys, whether you agree or disagree. I mean, it's bodybuilding. It's subjective. And like I said, this one could have went either way. Have a great day, guys.